What's up, y'all? Hope you guys are doing great. Welcome on this lovely, amazing, beautiful Tuesday. We appreciate you guys all so much. We hope that the week's treating you guys well. Yeah, I'm your host, AJ. Lexi is here, my amazing co-host. Zach.
Hi.
Is not here. Zach actually has a very important event. I don't know if I should say, but it's important because let's just say, fuck it, I'm gonna say it.
It's his wedding. He's getting married.
He's getting married.
Yay!
No, he's meeting his future mother and father-in-law.
Oh, so close to it.
Close, yeah.
Pretty close.
No, he's meeting his girlfriend's family for dinner. They invited him. They want to meet him. So we all know it's going to go well. We all know Zach is an incredible person. He's very sociable and he's very great with people, and they're going to love him. So Zach, shout out to you, man. We miss you here. We know that you're enjoying the dinner. I know that he was a little nervous too, but nerves are good. Nerves means
that
you
means
care.
you care.
Exactly.
Totally.
If he wasn't nervous, then it'd be something wrong. So
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, Jacob knows. Jacob, he's already in the loop. That's right. He's like best friends with Zach. You know, Jacob already knows it's Zach's girl's birthday. So shout out to Zach's girlfriend. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
And Zach is joining in the festivities. Obviously, we would love to have Zach here, but his girlfriend's birthday is more important. How important? We don't know.
More important.
But, I mean, the podcast is close. I mean, you know, if Zach could have done both, he would have done both.
Depends on the day.
Depends on the day. Depends on the subject.
Yeah.
Depends on what we're talking about.
Oh,
but,
it's not the episode with trailers? Okay. Oh,
I know.
One Piece?
I know, literally. Which is funny you mentioned One Piece because obviously last week's episode, you were not there. You were at Disneyland.
I was not. I was at Disney.
And somehow or another, whenever it's just me and Zach, Attack the Talk turns into One Piece talk.
I'm double shelled.
Whoa, that's pretty cool. Does that mean that's like it's Willy Wonka thing?
I know. Is it like?
You're like.
Is it like a wish?
You like?
Did I make a wish now?
Exactly.
I got double shelled, guys.
That's very cool.
Well, technically 1.5.
Better than getting blue
Shelled.
shelled, am I right?
That's true. Or red shelled. Green shelled is embarrassing.
Exactly. But we're here, guys. It's another beautiful Attack the Talk Tuesday. And for anybody that's going to be joining us live, we're very, very grateful and we're so appreciative. And for anybody who's going to be tuning in at a later time, again, super grateful and appreciative for all of your guys' support. And I do want to say that I highly recommend that you join us live because I feel like it just makes the experience just that much more enjoyable. Not to say that we don't enjoy doing what we do whenever, you know, we stream live, you know, and you guys aren't there. But we just love it when you guys join us and chat, you know, and currently now, live at the moment with us, we have Heise, which is our good friend Jacob, our favorite Jaegerist. And Jacob, I hope that you're doing well. Did you do anything fun this past weekend? How's your week been? How have you been? We want to know. And I would love to go ahead and find out how the rest of you guys are all doing. So yeah, if you guys are listening to this at a later time, tune in on Tuesdays where we do where we stream live. And Bat is here as well. Shout out to Bat. Bat says loved birthday party cake, best cake ever. Yeah, birthday party cake. It's it's up there for sure. I mean, I think that in terms of like best cake, yeah, it's up there. I don't know which one you would say probably is the top cake, but for shits and giggles, let's go ahead and let's find out. I want to see
the best cake
what
flavor.
What should I search up? Top flavored cakes, or the
Best
most
cake
popular
flavor?
cakes?
I guess most popular cake
Most
flavor.
popular cake flavor. That's a good one. But while we do that, I'm gonna go ahead and switch up, guys, the vibe till we'll get some AOT music going on. I do want to say that as you guys see clearly that the bottom left screen here, the camera that we have here is not going to be showing the TV because YouTube blocked our entire episode. Yeah.
I wonder why.
Yeah. Seen Deadpool. That's awesome, Jacob. For the sake of Deadpool still being very, very new and recent, and for anybody who hasn't seen it, Lexi's going to see it tomorrow. Yeah, you and me and Dad are going to go see it. I myself have seen it.
I keep on skipping past spoilers on my...
Yeah, you have to. So again, guys, for the sake of the movie being out literally this past weekend, no spoilers over on Deadpool and Wolverine. As you can see here, they joined us over in the pod, which is pretty interesting.
Says he loves all cake.
But let's go ahead and let's get some AOT vibes going on. And Bat says, I love all cake. No discrimination. And Deadpool and Wolverine rocked. And Lexi's going to find that out tomorrow for sure. So, we're looking at top flavored cakes.
Mm-hmm. Or most popular cake flavors.
Most popular cake flavors. Now, I hope that you guys are all
flake cavers.
Yeah, flake. Yeah. Okay, let's do this. There's a ranking. 27 popular cake flavors from worst to best. There's charts as well.
I just bit a part of my tongue that I bit last night.
Uh-oh. That wouldn't have been fun.
But I didn't bite it too hard.
It's good.
Jeez, that part's sore.
You stopped yourself just in time.
It still hurt.
Yeah.
But I bit it really hard the other day.
But while I go ahead and find that out, as I mentioned, my amazing co-host Lexi is here, and I want to ask Lex, how you doing? How was Disneyland? Because obviously you were here. I mean, we were here, and you were over at Disneyland. We would love to know how Disneyland was and how your week's been.
It was a lot of fun. I went with my friends Zach and Kyler. Kyler had to leave early though because he had training, but he had volleyball training. Mm-hmm. But then me and Zach stayed. We bought Genie passes, and thankfully our friend Kyler, who works there, got us in for free. And then we were able to get an employee discount on food and stuff, and on the Genie pass, which is the Lightning pass. And that made things so much more efficient. Like the night before, me and Zach made a list of like things we want to do and like where they're at in the park so we could best like schedule stuff out. And it was fun. I counted, we did 14 activities, and probably about 10 of them were rides.
Okay.
So that was a lot of fun. Lots of walking, and I wasn't too sore the next day, thank God. And it was freaking hot. But yeah, then other than that, I've just been working and taking dogs on a walk and gaming.
What did you do today with the dogs?
Oh, today, me and my mom took Blue to the dog beach in Long Beach. And it wasn't too busy. It's a Tuesday, it was a lot of fun, except for the fact that it wasn't. Except for the fact that Blue is a big baby and he wanted to leave the whole time.
Really?
He was being such a baby.
Aww.
And there's a bunch of like food trucks and ice cream trucks there. So, I got a slushie, Mom got an ice cream, and we got Blue, it's called like Yo Pups. Yeah. Which is just like a little like ice cream pup cup, pretty much.
Like whipped cream or whatever?
No, it was almost like shaved ice, but it was banana flavored. And humans can eat it too, but we were trying to give it to him. He wouldn't take it. He was too stressed to eat, which says a lot about our dogs. But speaking of Zach, is calling me. Not our Zach, my Zach. But yeah, that was. And then to top it all off, while me and Mom were sitting down, trying to eat our delectables, Blue somehow yanks the leash hard enough to slip out from where I was holding him, which was pretty much like I was pretty much sitting on it. And he just yanks and starts running to the car, and we had to chase him through the parking lot, and it was the scariest thing ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But luckily he just ran to the car, and we were pretty close. It was only like two. It really was only just like one lane of parking stalls away from our car, but still, like we were like screaming like, Blue, no, stop! And we were so like disappointed in him. And then the whole drive home, he fell asleep. He was like, I guess, just stressed himself out so much. He was tired.
He was definitely, stress. He was definitely exhausted because of the stress.
Totally. But yeah, Blue totally embarrassed us and tried to run just back to the car. Thankfully, he just ran to the car and there were no other cars driving by, but it was scary. But yeah, other than that, lots of fun.
Good.
Oh, Heisa says carrot cake.
Okay, interesting. So we're gonna go ahead and segue now because I have the list, and I'm gonna look at the top 20. Okay, because I was gonna do top 15, but the other ones are interesting, like 18 and 17. So at number 20, again, this is the most popular flavored cakes ranked. So 20, we have coconut cake. Interesting.
Okay.
19, lemon poppy seed cake.
Lemon poppy seed. Interesting.
Okay. Now 18 is just strawberry cake.
Okay.
Okay.
And this is the actual cake, not the icing. This is the actual
This is the
cake flavor.
So you can see here at 17, chocolate lava cake.
Ooh,
Picture of the cake.
yeah, the inside that melts.
Right.
Yeah.
Now 16, just outside of the top 15. At 16, we have cheesecake.
That's only 16.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Again, Jacob says carrot, and he says German chocolate. Interesting. That would be your goat. Now, 15. This is top 15 here. We have honey cake.
Oh,
Interesting.
I've never heard of honey cake.
We have a picture there, honey cake.
Interesting.
Looks
like
good.
wafers.
14 is marble cake.
Marble
Okay.
cape's pretty. Marble cape?
Yeah.
Marvel cape.
The Marvel
Yeah,
cape.
The Marvel cape
You
is
know?
pretty good. Yeah, marble cake.
Marble cake. 13 is black forest cake. And that looks pretty damn good.
Yeah, that looks. Dang, that looks good.
Yeah.
We gotta get a cake now.
Yeah. And then 12, we have white cake.
Okay. That's, yeah, safe choice.
It's just a typical, vanilla cake used for weddings
Yeah.
and other celebrations. 11, just outside of the top 10, we have apple cake.
Apple cake.
Mhm.
I've never heard of apple cake. I've heard of apple pie.
Yeah. It says apple cake is a moist, flavorful cake made with autumnal spices, baking apples, and optional crumb toppings. It's like a hybrid of apple pie and a coffee cake.
Oh,
That sounds really good.
that does sound good.
Now, number 10, this is the top 10 here. Jacob goes, what's a marble cake?
Marble.
Yeah. Well, marble cake actually can be
But Marvel could be something.
just really anything. I mean, any Marvel related
Yeah, as long as
thing.
it's themed.
Yeah. So at 10, spice cake.
Spice cake?
So it
Spice
says
cake.
spice cake often contains a bold mix of cinnamon, cloves, and allspice, but some recipes may also call for a bit of dried ginger for heat, or cardamom, or do you know that word? Cardamom?
Where are we looking? Oh.
Look at the first.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cardamom. In a heat or cardamom? I don't know what that is.
It's an ingredient that I'm not very familiar with. But
Cardamom.
whatever it is, it's for zest. It says from a flavor perspective, the spice cake gets our approval, but this cake can get very dense and stodgy because there are few ingredients to keep it light and fluffy. Interesting. Sounds like you got to eat it quick.
I know.
Jacob says number 1 is pumpkin pie. We'll see.
That's not a cake.
And speaking of, number 9 says
Ooh.
pumpkin cake.
Pumpkin cake.
Yeah, if you're a pumpkin spice lover, we can guarantee that pumpkin cake is on your list of favorite cake flavors. Canned pumpkin puree is an ingredient you should always have on hand for baking because it adds a ton of moisture to your cakes, cupcakes, and everything in between. If you're not crazy about pumpkin everything during the fall, you can rest assured that pumpkin cake isn't a flavor on its own. Interesting.
Okay. Very good.
And number 8, sorry, Jacob, number 8 is carrot cake.
8 is carrot cake.
Yeah, carrot
But it's in
is
the top
a-
10.
Yeah, top 10, which is good. Carrot is a versatile cake flavor that includes an important ingredient to help break up the monotony of the spiced sponge. Depending on your carrot cake recipe, you can incorporate chopped nuts or dried fruits into the batter for a bit more texture as well. Therefore, carrot cake is a bit more flexible of a cake flavor than the other types. Okay. Number 7. Jacob goes, no! I'll never recover.
But you're in the top 10.
In the top 10, which is very, very admirable. Bad says love carrot cake. Number 7, we have coffee cake. coffee cake at first glance. You might think coffee cake is an inflexible variety of cake, but in reality, you can enhance the flavor of coffee cake with the addition of fruit, chocolate, or chopped nuts. The crumb strudel topping acts as its own icing for the cake, so you don't have to worry about adding a layer of cream cheese or buttercream anytime soon. Interesting.
Okay.
So not just for coffee. Now, number 6 is actually something I'm not very familiar with. Jacob says Coke cake.
Coke cake. What kind of Coke you talking about there, man?
Number 6 would be hummingbird cake. I can't say that I've heard of hummingbird cake.
Hummingbird cake. Southern cake.
Yeah.
That's why we haven't heard of it.
It's a classic southern cake made from a moist mixture of mashed banana and crushed pineapples with the accent of toasted pecans. There are a ton of tropical flavors in this cake, and you can even add a bit of rum to take your southern dessert to a new level.
Whoa.
Interesting.
So it's pineapple and banana.
Yeah. With toasted pecans. Number 5. Top 5 here is a cake that Jacob also has mentioned, and that would be the German chocolate cake.
German chocolate.
So that's in the top 5.
Nice.
So an old-fashioned German chocolate cake isn't the stodgy, overtly chocolatey cake you may be dreaming of, but we can argue it's even better. The cake is made with a dark chocolate sponge and decorated with a twist on buttercream frosting. The buttercream is made with evaporated milk, chopped pecans, vanilla extract, and coconut shavings. There is an opportunity for a reprieve from the chocolate sponge, which doesn't happen with other varieties of chocolate cake, but you truly have to pair the pecans, coconut, and chocolate together for a true German chocolate cake, which creates some inflexibility. So there
That
we
sounds
go.
good to me.
Top 5.
Yeah, Hi says happy about that.
How is that? So Babad asked, how is that higher than chocolate cake?
Well, we haven't gotten to chocolate cake yet.
Now,
We'll
number
see.
4 is yellow cake.
Oh,
we
yellow
see
cake
here?
is 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
4 is yellow cake.
I
And the
thought yellow
cake
would be higher. A
It's
little
truly-
higher.
says truly the Swiss Army knife of the cake world. We have a lot of nostalgia from eating yellow cake with chocolate frosting
Yes.
at birthday parties and celebrations, and even more fond memories of baking in the kitchen. Although the yellow cake isn't as flavorful as our other top contenders, it does have versatility in both frosting and flavoring. Interesting.
It does have a lot of versatility.
Now, at number 3 would be something that Bat mentioned.
Chocolate?
And interesting, Babbitt says, I predicted chocolate 1, vanilla 2. However, chocolate cake comes in at number 3. Because when we say chocolate cake, we're referring to the stick to your ribs significant other just broke up with you dense cake that everyone dreams of.
Right.
You can make it into a nostalgic chocolate layer cake with a fudge frosting or bake it into a sheet cake for a crowd. You could also break tradition and pair the dense chocolate sponge with vanilla or cream cheese buttercream. It's more flavorful than yellow cake, but it has the same versatility that allows you to get creative. That's true.
Cool.
So we have red velvet, which Jacob thinks wins, and then Babette predicts vanilla. It better not be no nasty fruitcake.
I know. Fruitcake.
At number 2, sorry, Jacob. Number 2 is red velvet cake.
Oh, 2 is red velvet.
What does red velvet cake taste like? That's not an easy question to answer.
It's kind of
Red
like
velvet cake has some of the same depth
Chocolate?
as chocolate cake, but with the subtle tang of buttermilk and a sweet cream cheese frosting.
yes.
The complexity of flavor and sensations in a red velvet cake, along with its astonishing color, which was originally attributed to the certain type of cocoa butter used in the sponge, per Southern Living. It's what makes red velvet cake one of our timeless favorites.
That's good.
And at number 1, surprising here. I can't say that I'm actually too familiar with this, but it says Devil's Food Cake.
Devil's food cake.
Yeah.
Not devil's fruit cake. Devil's food
Devil's
cake.
Food Cake.
Interesting.
And to go ahead and kind of sum up this cake, it says the top tier cake flavor is unequivocally Devil's Food Cake. Since the Devil's Food Cake is widely recognized as a predecessor to the red velvet cake, you will see some of the same complexities in flavor and texture between the two. Devil's Food Cake outranks chocolate cake because of how fluffy yet moist it is. Plus, the Devil's Food Cake has a more pungent chocolate flavor without becoming too stodgy. This is because the Devil's Food Cake contains a bit more baking soda than other types of cake. Interesting. It says, although the Devil's Food Cake is commonly associated with the chocolate butter cream, you can also add other flavors to the mix that complement the chocolate. One of our favorite ingredients to add to this cake is a hint of orange zest. And that would be the top 20 flavors of cake according to this site, which is at testingtable.com. All right.
Thank you, Testing Table.
Thank you, Testing Table. And thank you so much. I think it was Bat for the... actually, technically, it was Zach because it's Zach's girlfriend's birthday. So shout out to
that cake.
To Zach's girlfriend for the topic of conversation here. Again, cake is cake is just a beautiful thing that we have in this world, and we're so just lucky to have such incredible different types of flavors and amazing cakes.
We love food.
Now, I have to go ahead and try that devil's food cake.
We do.
Yeah. They should sponsor Titan Talk. Imagine if we're sponsored by cake. That'd be incredible. And also, you would see the very quickly and
we would start getting
the not so subtle change in our
in our appearances,
in our form, in our shapes.
Little by little, you would see the progress of us getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, and I mean, nothing wrong with that. I mean, we'd be living happy, and you know, I feel like that's right on brand with being sponsored by cake.
Right.
So awesome.
We have to look like we're sponsored by cake.
Beautiful. All right. So today, guys, we're going to go ahead and watch another episode of the OADs. Thank you so much for that, Matt. And Lovey says Nick Avocado. Yeah, Nick Avocado is, he would love to be sponsored by cake.
I know. He would be sponsored.
Can you imagine?
Yeah. He looks like he's sponsored by cake.
Can you imagine? I don't know what he's been up to, though. Actually, I think he's been losing weight.
I think so,
Maybe,
too. I
hope that he's been away from the internet.
Yeah, been away from social media.
Because, I mean, he was one of those people over on a path where you thought that they didn't have a whole lot of years left. Mm-hmm. I mean, this guy was trying to go ahead. He was trying to put on as much weight as he possibly could in such a very, very fast, just like timeline. And when you go ahead and you see those like compilations they do, they're very kind of short compilations of just like even 3 years ago, and how he just looked like he was in shape. It looked like he was happy, and then to where all of a sudden, you know, he's becoming this character that will do whatever it takes for views, and that means eating a large amount of food. But I mean, hopefully he's just a nice guy.
Where he's at now.
But Matt, cheap viewers on, and then
probably bot trying to get us to buy
a link, but the link, sorry, my friend, is not available.
Well, we're not here for
cheap views. Yeah, we have quality viewers, and that would be Heise, Lovey, Bat, and everybody else that joins us. And yeah, guys, so as I was saying, another OAD to go ahead and watch. I'm excited. Last week's was very, very different. I actually explained to you, Lex, last week's, and it was one that wasn't canon. It made it very clear very early on in the episode.
That it wasn't.
I actually do think, too, that some of the voices were different. At least Sasha was a big part of that episode, and Sasha's voice was just different.
It didn't sound the same. Yeah.
We got to go ahead and see Jean's mom. Jean also was very much a spoiled brat. And then it turned into like a cooking war between Sasha and Jean for the judge being Commander Pixis.
Interesting.
It seemed like Pixis was a little drunk and he wanted a meal.
Yeah.
So he saw that Jean and Sasha were arguing. So he's like, I know how to settle this. You guys are going to cook for me.
Yeah.
And then...
AKA, I'm drunk and hungry.
Yeah, exactly. And then... another part of the story where there was a giant boar that freaking ravaged the forest. And Sasha, with her hunting skills, was able to get to the boar before Jean was able to. They had their own little teams. I believe Sasha's team was Connie. I want to say, who else was it? Connie, I think Rhina, and there's one other. But then Jean, I can't remember the teams, but needless to say, it was Jean versus Sasha. Sasha, of course, got to the boar first, killed the boar with an arrow right to the freaking forehead, and then gave Pixis a nice freaking, just like essentially looked like just like a ribeye. Nice, just chunk of meat.
Dang.
And he took a bite and he was like,
It was Pixis' way.
Meanwhile, Sasha's like, there's no way John's going to beat me. There's no way.
Well, Sasha may be a big foodie, but I guess it could also hurt her because she likes everything. She likes all food.
Yeah.
So it's like one of those things where she's like, she doesn't really discriminate the quality of it.
I realized I said that John's not going to beat meat. But I'm sure it seemed like he did that at the start of the episode. Because John was drawing something and he was drawing a picture of Mikasa.
Oh, really?
So maybe he did beat meat.
Maybe he did beat meat.
Maybe he did. But that was at the start of the episode.
But that's how it started.
You dirty boy.
By the way, not canon.
Not canon. Remember, not canon. John does not.
So we don't
beat
know
his
if this
meat.
next one is canon or not. But I'm sure we'll find out.
Yeah, well, you have that list or whatever. You're able to find out, right? So that's what I want to do. We can go ahead and find out at the end of the episodes. And then, so John's having a rough time. Sasha beat Jean to the boar. And before Jean makes his meal, John's mom hasn't heard from him. So, of course, being the caring mother that she is, she went ahead and she went into that kind of like that cafeteria where the recruits, the cadets go ahead and kind of lounge at. She went in there and she asked for Jean. Jean, of course, is like, Mom, what are you doing here? And then she's like, well, I was worried about you. So here, I got you your favorite meal. I got you this treats, this, not whatever.
Oh,
and he goes out there, you know what he does? He pushes his mom away. Like, who the hell did that?
What a jerk.
And then, yeah, Jacob says, I'd hit Jean so damn hard. Yeah, like, we all need to treat our moms with respect here, especially when they're very caring mothers like Jean's mom. She obviously cared a lot about Jean. I mean, that's her, what does she refer to him as? Johnny Boy or something like that?
My Johnny Boy.
Or it was like Jean Boy. And, well, Jean decides later on in the episode that he goes, man, you know what? He realizes his favorite meal that his mom packed was this like omelet type, right? So he eats it and he realizes that he like essentially fucked up. He's like, damn, I was mean. Yeah. And then it brought back so many memories of just like his childhood and his mom being so caring for him and stuff. Mm-hmm. So then John's dish that he presents to Pixis is the omelet.
Oh.
And in a weird turn of events, Pixis takes one bite, and then he transforms into a Titan.
He has like I thought you were going to say he has like a Ratatouille moment where he's like going back to childhood.
No, that's what me and Zach thought was going to happen.
There's spinal fluid inside of it.
He turns into a Titan, and all of a sudden, we see Jean, Connie, Mikasa, Krista, they all bite down on their hands, and they all transform into Titans. At this point, we're like, clearly not canon.
Yeah, it clearly isn't canon. Or it is.
Or maybe
what if it was?
And then it was just so strange.
Did their Titans look cool?
Yeah, well, I will say this. Jean, Connie, both look like, well, actually, Jean, Armin turned into a Titan, but Armin's Titan looked like another weird, like mop top, freaking normal, like whatever Titan.
I was gonna say we've seen Jean, Connie's, and Armin's pure Titans.
Yeah. And Connie's Titan actually was essentially, it looked like human size still. Mm-hmm. He was so little and he was just kind of in the air, just like floating.
What?
Whereas the other ones kind of look like, they look like they resembled themselves. Jean resembled himself and stuff. Mikasa looked like a badass, like,
I was going to say,
Titan.
how did the girls look?
Like,
Mikasa, of course, had to look cool.
Attack Titan and Female Titan, like, joined together. Zach even maybe saw a little hint of Warhammer, but I was like, Warhammer was after, we don't know, stuff. But she looked badass. And then Krista's Titan looked the coolest.
Oh, really?
It was like full-on Digimon mode, where like transformation looked like this goddess with like angel wings.
Really?
Yeah, she looks so cool. Actually, I think I still have the photo of it. I'll show it to you so you can go ahead and see what their Titans look like.
That would be cool. I should have watched it.
Yeah, here's their Titans. And you can see Connie over in the bottom right. Jacob says, that's right, yeah. She called him John Boy.
Yeah, Jean looks like Jean.
Yeah.
Armin
looks very similar to his Titan, but in a much more kind of shrunk down, like, older, troll looking.
Yeah, Connie looks funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Mikasa is ripped.
Yeah. They had a very weird
and her
scene,
eyes are
too.
glowing purple.
They had a weird scene, too, of Mikasa in that episode that literally had nothing to do with the story at all, where she's, like, wearing, like, a sports bra and, like, almost, like, boxing trunks, and she's working, like, hitting mitts or whatever and stuff like that, or, like, she's, like, shadow boxing, and she's ripped. And like it went back to like them cooking. It was like literally had nothing to do
Yeah,
with
it's like, okay, cool.
Okay.
Just a little bit of fan service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The opening was different too. Yeah,
Historia
Jacob says the
looks
opening
almost like a goddess of Ymir or something.
Yeah, something, right?
She looks cool.
But the opening too, yeah, the opening was different. The opening was very Jean like focused because anything in the opening that would focus on Aaron, it replaced Aaron with Jean.
Really?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, where was Aaron through all this?
Aaron was like, when he pushed his mom, he essentially was like, dude, like, why would you treat your mom like that or whatever, this and that, right? And then like the mom brought apples and he just took John's apples and just like left. Eddie, what's up, Eddie? Welcome. And
that's ironic. Aaron saying, why would you treat your mom like that? Dude, we saw what you did to your mom.
Literally, I know. Yeah, we're glad that you're here, Eddie. Hopefully you're able to stick around with us as we go ahead and we watch the third OAD episode, and we're going to find out if it's going to be canon or not. But as we talked about, episode 2 was not canon. It was kind of a fun little episode, just kind of be goofy. There wasn't really a whole lot to go ahead and break down and kind of like, analyze and stuff. So even like afterwards, me and Zach were kind of like, yeah, that was fun, this and that, whatever. We're talking about all the goofy moments of it, and we're like, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, there's not much to really take away from it.
Mm-hmm.
But
it was goofy.
I guess there was an anime at the time over in 2014 that wasn't popular, I'm guessing, called Cooking Wars.
Oh, there's one called Food Wars.
Food Wars, yeah, Food Wars. And
that one's like super fan service.
Zach had mentioned that like that was probably the inspiration.
That's what I was thinking.
Because there was like random little like that moment, like I said with Mikasa, that was kind of like just, I guess, a little bit of fan service and stuff,
That's what I was thinking when you said it was a cooking competition. I was like, this sounds like Food Wars, but that anime is very I almost said food service, is very fan servicey.
Has both.
True.
For foodies out there, you get the food service.
Yeah, food service.
But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and watch the third one. I'm excited to see what this one brings. Bad says you were missed last week. Lex wasn't the same without you. Yeah, it wasn't. It really wasn't the same. And Bad at one point even asked like, because me and Zach were like going all over the place with our topics, and it was One Piece topic, and then Bad was like, we're kind of going off topic. He goes, "Do we have a poll today, like guys?" And I was like, "No."
That was like, dude.
I was like, "No Lexi, no poll."
Yeah, no Lexi, no poll.
Yeah,
guys, I'm talking about One Piece.
But guess what? No poll again this week.
I know, no poll again this week. Sorry. Again, no Lexi, no poll. I wasn't there last week.
Unless we're doing a vote on favorite cakes. I'm kidding.
I know.
But yeah, definitely you were missed.
But thanks for holding them accountable, Bat.
Yeah, definitely.
And thanks for your kind words. Aw, that's so sweet.
Jacob with his One Piece fan service. Mommy. I do like though that you're really invested in One Piece. I remember there was a time where it seemed like One Piece was never going to be something that you were going to go ahead and even give a chance at watching. So,
but look at him now.
But I mean, Jacob has gone on to go ahead and really just dive headfirst into all these popular anime. So yeah. 186 through 190 tomorrow. That's right. So you essentially are watching like 5 episodes a day, which is good. That seems like it's a really good way to go ahead and kind of get your fix and then kind of not let One Piece dominate your days. But yeah, that's good. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and kind of give us time to go ahead and get the episode all ready.
Well, you need to say how this week was for you, AJ. You didn't answer.
Oh, for me?
Yeah.
The week has been nice. The weekend got to go ahead and we got to go ahead and spend time with Zebra Cakes. Zebra Cakes, spend time with us and the family and stuff, and it's been really nice.
We've been all over Big Brother.
Yeah, we've been watching Big Brother. Zebra Cakes.
There she is.
Baby, how you doing? And then me and Zebra Cakes and her family, we went to go ahead and see Deadpool and Wolverine on Sunday. We're looking at Friday and Saturday, but because there was we had a decent sized group, we wanted to go ahead and kind of get a good seat, and everything appeared to be like, very close to the screen. So we're like, and then Sunday just worked, and Sunday worked out for us, and
Good.
yeah, it was good. But yeah, it's been nice. We've also me and Zebra Kicks have been watching some crazy shit on Netflix, My Worst Roommate, and we've
God.
also been kind of getting our nice little calming fix, little comfort with some catfish. A lot of
Comfort with catfish?
Yeah, well, part
I guess
of it,
it
some of
is
it
like
is
kind of
comforting.
nostalgic.
Some of it is comforting because some of them are, they do have, very rarely, but some of them have nice endings.
Yeah, it's like, oh, they were real.
There was one where we were watching, we actually felt bad for the person, I guess, doing the catfishing, but they weren't really catfishing anybody. This guy really just wanted to do his best to put out a good first impression. But the story was that he was pushing back meeting and kept saying, give me a couple months, give me a couple months. I'm just not ready yet, just give me a couple months. He had teeth problems because I guess he said he was in a fight early on when they had first started talking, and he lost his teeth. And so he was trying to go ahead and install by time.
He was like, I need to get my teeth fixed.
And the
first.
thing is, this girl was obviously, the catfish team, Neve and Cammy are helping her go ahead and schedule something, find out who this guy is, see if he's real, so they can go ahead and meet. And she was head over heels and like in love with this person. They would call, they would talk on the phone. She loved his voice. She only had 2 pictures of him. She thought he was just like, he's tall, dark, and just handsome. And then they were able to go ahead and buy him a flight. He was really hesitant. They ended up showing up. They met at a local park. And he showed up and he kind of just did a little smile with, like he's kind of just like. But then the moment he smiled and showed his teeth, that was when her whole energy changed. And it sucks because he loved her.
Yeah, and he was just trying to obviously, put out good impression. Give me a couple months, I'll fix my teeth.
Even Neve and Cammy were like, girl, like, that's just cosmetic stuff. Like, you love the man, you love,
yeah,
and he's
totally.
him. Like, he's him. And she left her fiance for him. And there's one of those things where she saw the teeth, but she was trying to get the runaround. She was like, well, you know what I've been through? Like, I just don't know if this is something I'm ready for, and this and that.
Liar.
And then when they went ahead and kind of separated them, Neve talked with the gentleman and Cammy talked with the girl. They got into the car, and the girl just goes, it's the teeth. And Cammy's like, look, like, that could totally be fixed.
Yeah, like he literally said, give me a few months. Like that could be totally
He's working
fixed.
on it. He's trying to do what he can.
That's still him, and he's still the same person.
Exactly. And then like he loves you. Like you were literally head over heels, like in love with this man. And then she's just like, I don't. And then so then when they got the opportunity to go ahead and have them both sit down and talk face to face, just alone, she again said she didn't want anything serious. She cares about him. She goes, I love you, but I love you as a friend, and let's just take things slow. And he understood it. He was just like, look, like, he goes, I can't force you to be with me. I can't force you to love me.
What the heck?
And you could tell he started getting kind of like a little emotional. And then she's like, look, like, I don't want to lose you. I don't want to lose my friend. Okay. And he goes, well, and why does it feel like that? And then all of a sudden you see him sitting there and he starts tearing up. He starts crying.
Poor guy.
Because he's getting rejected. And then Neve and Cammy, they get into the picture again. They go ahead and are like, so what are we like, how are we feeling here and this and that? And they see he's emotional, and they're trying to tell him like, look, like she still wants to go ahead and have a friendship with you and stuff, just take it one day at a time and stuff, but he knew. And then so then the update it gave us where it showed at the end of the episode was like 2 months later, blah, blah, whatever. And then all of a sudden he just cut ties with her, and he knew that he couldn't have a friendship with her because of how much he cared about her. And
I mean, good for him.
And he went his way.
But
and I was like, wow,
wow,
he really felt for the person who wasn't doing the catfishing, but the person who was, preventing, linking up and meeting and stuff.
Dude, looks are temporary, man.
But yeah, so yeah, Jacob understands. Yeah, I mean, Zebra Cake said if AJ had no teeth, I would simply chew his food for him.
No, literally. Yeah, if Luca lost all his teeth, I would have no choice but to feed him like a baby bird.
Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Out of love.
The feeling is very much mutual. And since we're doing, we had the topic of favorite cakes, mine is zebra cake.
Liar. I know it's not.
My favorite cake is zebra cake.
Aww.
Baby, I want to ask you, zebra cake, what is your favorite flavor of cake?
She's like, I hate zebra cake.
Favorite flavor of cake? Because we did, in the start of the episode, we did a top 20 flavors of cake. And the list was kind of surprising. But yeah, so whenever you want to go ahead and kind of let us know over in chat what your favorite flavor of cake is. And if it's tough, maybe give us a top 3. Ooh, cookie cake. Okay.
Yeah.
Cookie cake is good. But actually, cookie cake, I think, wasn't in the top 20. I think it was probably over in...
I don't think they were counting it as a cake, maybe. Or ice cream cake wasn't on there either.
Jacob says, if they don't have teeth, they're getting dentures. I'm not chewing. That's nasty. Yeah.
You haven't met the right person then yet.
With this guy, though, he was trying to go ahead and work on getting his teeth as I mentioned, but he said it was like $800 a tooth. $800 each tooth. So he was trying to do what he can to go ahead and
100 each tooth.
800
each tooth.
800 each tooth. And he was missing like a couple of the front. Mm-hmm. And then let's say he was missing both the two middle and the bottom. Mm-hmm. And then some of his teeth were shifted as well.
Okay.
So.
Well, yeah, you got beat up.
Damn. She was trying to come up with that excuse too. She was like, well, I just don't know if you're going to go ahead and get in fights and stuff. I mean.
What?
And he's like,
why are you blaming him for getting jumped?
He's like, I literally had to defend myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways.
I do not like
she was
her.
very ratchet for sure. But yeah. All right, guys. But my weekend was nice, very relaxing, and like I said, zebra cake, spent good time with the family, and yeah, that's my kind of comfort, is just a nice, chill, relaxing weekend, and just kind of spending it with people
Favorite type
that I
of
love.
weekend.
So yeah, it was good. So now I'm gonna go ahead and start getting set up here. I'm gonna go
to up the game. It just starts playing.
To One Piece Pirate Warriors. We are at Crunchyroll. So at this time, guys, we are
3, 2, 1, play.
Jacob says,
just kidding. Just
check
kidding.
DM when you can, please.
Oh, on it.
Yeah. Right now, getting
Look at what he bought.
Oh, damn. Okay. Is that Chopper with... Is that Ace's hat?
Yeah, little Chopper.
Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome.
Little Chopper.
Yeah, I think Chopper is Jacob's favorite character right now. Zebra Cakes says, hi, Jacob. What's up, Jacob? All right. Yeah, Ace and Chopper are my two favorites. That's great. Yeah, awesome. Like I said, enjoy them both, because you never know how long these characters are going to last in One Piece. But me and Zach already warned you, though. He goes, hi, Zebra Cake. Hi, Zebra Cakes. I buy you at the store.
I buy you at the store.
All right. So, Again, guys, at this time, go ahead and get your TV set up if you guys are going to be watching it with us.
Yeah, get your dual monitors ready.
You cannot watch it with us in the sense where we will be able to show you guys because, blocked.
Because, copyright stuff.
But
Want to respect the creators and their work.
You guys can still watch it again if you have your monitors, laptops, phones, TVs, whatever you have to do.
Whatever you guys be doing.
Yeah, this is going to be episode 3 of the Attack on Titan OADs. And I'm excited. These have been fun. It's been fun to go ahead and watch these. Jacob says that he is ready. Zebra Cakes, are you ready? He's like, nope. And Bat, I know Bat has been watching with us. Again, Bat, sorry, but we're not able to go ahead and show it over on screen. Attack the Talk. Thanks for that, baby. She's like, that's what I'm watching. I'm watching the Attack the Talk.
I'm watching Attack the Talk. And we are happy that you're here.
Yeah. And
also, I already predict that my voice is going to be gone by the end of this episode.
You think?
I can already feel it.
Okay.
For those of you who do not know, I woke up today with a sore throat. And I was like, just slept with the fan on, And then I went to the dog beach, came back, took a nap, woke up from the nap, and I was like, oh, God.
Yeah.
This is bad. It's like where you feel it almost like where your nasal cavity meets your throat. That area. So you can't clear your throat and feel it. It's just in there. Oh. But thankfully, you won't need voice acting today.
Exactly. Jacob says gargle hot water with salt.
Yeah.
It does work.
I'll definitely have to do that.
Do it now.
Yeah, warm salt water.
Now. On the pod.
I have Ricola.
There you go. Great. And then Eddie, I don't know if Eddie is still live with us, but if Eddie is going to be planning on watching it, we don't know if we need to wait for Eddie or not. But again, I'm going to give you guys, just a few minutes, so that we give Lexi time to go ahead and gargle the hot water with salt. And
might have to drink some hot tea tonight.
I have something as well.
Okay.
Little crunch wrap.
Eddie's trying to, Heisa's trying to get Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie, where you at?
I'm going to have to drink some hot tea or something. But thankfully, since Luca moved out, we have been blessed with a electric kettle. So we have that now.
Great.
I took a lot of stuff from his apartment.
And also, Zebra Cakes. Baby, let me know. Are you coming here or am I going there?
I know. He moved out forever? No. Well,
Right,
forever out of that apartment. Forever. Yeah, forever out of that apartment.
Hey, Eddie moved out?
No. We're talking about the Asian freak, Luca. He moved out of that apartment forever. Yeah, he's no longer going to school in SoCal. Right now, he is in the Philippines, as you have been a great supporter and have been seeing on my account. Jacob, thank you for all your support.
True, baby.
Oh no, looks like you have to come over.
Yeah,
no. And guess what tomorrow is? Big Brother.
She's gonna miss it. She's going to a concert.
Oh, she's saying Janae Aiko, huh?
Yeah.
Dang. Okay, well, I'd rather be there. Anyways, yeah, so now he's in the Philippines, training with the national team right now before he moves on to the pro team. So that's so much fun. And again, thank you, Jacob, for your support. Mm-hmm. That's been cool. Seeing Jacob supporting, he's been sliding up on
Jacob is
stories and stuff.
Jacob, so I'm going to put this down real quick. Again, I want to go ahead and let you know something, man. Get off me. Jacob, I mean this, of course, just with all sincerity and stuff like that. You know how we thank each and every one of you as we get to a close. And we're going to do that too, of course, whenever we get to a close in this episode. But Jacob, looking right at you, my friend, You are an amazing person, man. I mean, for you to go ahead and enter into our lives, for you to go ahead and show the love and the appreciation, the passion, the support that you do for us, man, it's something that whenever I think about it, I literally ask myself, like, what did we do to go ahead and deserve such amazing support?
Yeah, the fact that you're thinking about us in such a sincere way really does speak volumes about the kind of person that you are, Jacob. And you have to be you're such a sweet, genuine guy.
Exactly.
And we love that the love of Attack on Titan has, brought us together.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful thing. We talk about just like the love for, and the fandom that we have for anime and one specific anime. Like, it's cool that somehow, we were able to go ahead and all connect and get brought into our lives. And that's something that, again, I'm just super grateful for. And I'm super grateful for you, man. And I'm sorry again for doing that prank.
Yeah, you scarred him.
Yeah, but we're not going anywhere.
But yeah,
and
Jacob,
I hope that you're not going anywhere either. And you know that with us here in the podcast and stuff, and we think about you guys, and we hope that we want the best for you guys, and we want you guys to be happy. And you guys have really become just members of our AOT fam. And
yeah, you're one of our Levi squad members. You can be Otowo. You can be your favorite.
Yeah, you can be Otowo. But also, like, even stuff like this where you guys see it, like in chat. Like, if we didn't have Jacob, like, the chat just wouldn't be like freaking, like what it is. And Jacob, from the bottom of my heart, I'm just so thankful for you, because you show up each and every week, and you got me excited when we were doing this live watch party series, because you were so hyped. You were messaging us. You were counting down the days. And then you were so excited, and it got me so excited. And that first day was just so incredible. And then last week too was just like, you made the experience so much more enjoyable, because you were tuning in live with us. And then even like today, you're here, you're live with us, and you're excited. And again, I'm just so thankful for you. I'm so thankful for Bat. Bat is here too, supporting us each and every week. And to anybody else that supports us each and every week, again, like I said, I love you all so much. But I just wanted to go ahead and kind of talk about Jacob, because Jacob has been so supportive, even with stuff outside the podcast, like his friendship with Zach, like even, just like you said, supporting Luco over on this, incredible journey in his life. And in anything else that we do, I know that Jacob's going to go ahead and kind of reach out and show his support. And again, Jacob, I want you to know, man, that we all obviously want the best for you, and whatever it is that you pursue in life, that you have our support. And again, we're just so thankful and appreciative of you, man, and we love you very much. So thank you again. Man, let's give a hand for Jacob, our favorite.
Shout out to Jacob. I said TBH.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jacob.
Yeah. Again, all of the support that we get, it means the world to us. Yeah. So you guys will hear that speech again.
Yeah, you'll hear that again in about an hour.
But right. So I hope that I gave you guys enough time to go ahead and get your TVs all set up. And we're ready. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the music down. Because I didn't really think I was doing anything. That's what makes it even better.
That's what's even better. You're not even trying.
You're not doing this because you're trying, or you're forcing to go ahead and do stuff like that. All right, baby. Good luck with homework. Yeah, the fact that this is something that you just do goes to show again your character and your genuine nature, and again, yeah, thank you. It's all I can say, man. Is just thank you, and I'm very, very appreciative and lucky to have you in my life. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and let's watch an OAD.
So excited.
So, we are currently at zeros. Turning up the volume. I think that should be fine. And then you guys know the drill. We'll go ahead and we'll do a countdown. And just to go ahead and clarify, when I say, and don't do it, but when I go 1, that's when we play.
Yeah, on 1.
Okay. We're ready. You ready, Lex?
I'm ready.
Let's do this. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. What's funny is that last week we put the subtitles on, right? And it was so delayed.
The subtitles were?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
It would be like a full-on dialogue of like 4 sentences would already be gone, and you're barely getting the first sentence.
And you're barely getting it in. You're like, oh.
So we'll see if it does it
Okay.
again. Part of it too is that last week me and Zach started the episode without the captions on, and then we rewound it. We went back to zeros again, and we told everybody to go back to zeros.
Oh, and then put on subtitles.
Yeah. Trying to see if I notice anything substantially different from the openings. Well, so far it looks like it all checks out, and maybe that's what the clue is going to be. What's
I
canon
know.
and what isn't canon.
Exactly.
Ah, yes, the nostalgia.
I know.
Love it. This is definitely, I think this one is probably the best opening, but I do love,
It's just so strong.
I love the rumbling. That one gets me so hyped. But this one, yeah, this one's the
one's just
best.
so strong
my
and
God,
recognizable.
so good. For me, this opening and the first outro, the ending, that one is just so,
Yeah.
oh my God.
That first ending is nice.
All right, here we go. This is the third OAD. Okay.
I like want to turn off all the lights and go movie mode.
I know.
Be a quick distraction.
You can get the light if you want to go ahead and get that one light.
The boob light? Yeah, there's no subtitles. Watch, it's gonna come up late.
Yeah,
We're
probably.
walking to the forest, followed by a ride back home.
Oh.
Oh,
That was
Okay.
how the whole process was meant to play out.
uh-oh.
Who was
Remember-
talking?
That was it was Armin.
That was
Never
Armin?
the Armin. It just he sounded a little bit more serious.
Yeah.
So we're gonna find out how we get to that point, I guess, where Krista gets captured. Marco!
Oh, Marco!
Yes!
Unit in 104th.
Marco,
Mina there too?
Mina.
We operated as 2 separate.
Okay, that's it. No, Tom, he already died.
No, Thomas was referenced in last week's episode, but he was never shown. Thomas Wagner.
It should be a 40-kilometer trip.
So what are they doing? Some sort of expedition to find stuff?
Under Marco's leadership.
Guess so.
Ooh,
Marco's
Marco the
leadership.
leader.
In charge of writing our mission log.
Right.
As for the other team, they were led by Thomas. with
Whoa.
Mikasa
Okay, hi, Thomas.
Okay, that's where Thomas is.
He's with
same time
Mikasa.
But we took different routes. Or rather, we went in opposite ways on the same route. Once we'd exchanged information.
See, these are cool episodes. I like these. These are like the little side quests.
I know. Oh, so they cross each other. Got it. His voice sounds so much deeper. He's not very Armony. What the heck is going on
This
with...
is training.
Oh.
That featured no clear threat.
To see how everybody's gonna fare.
It's just as simple as it sounds. But if you think that means it'll be easy, then I suggest you pull your head out of your ass and
Connie.
think again. A soldier is a soldier at all times. You must always be ready to fight, regardless of the situation.
What the heck is that old man in the background?
It's weird seeing some of the characters in the
I
background.
know.
This whole mission is a battle. Never forget that. There.
Is that Sasuke in the background?
So, it's best if we don't rush, right? We should just go slow and steady?
I'm like, you tell us, leader.
I know.
Wear ourselves out for no reason. We may as well take it easy.
Yeah, well,
Connie's still doing a stupid little thing in the back.
if you're just planning to relax, then I'm gonna scout ahead. Wait, are you
Typical
serious,
Aaron.
Aaron?
Main
We
character
need to
syndrome.
stick together and work as a team.
Yeah, tell him, Marco.
Don't you think, Sean?
I couldn't care less. This training exercise won't help me get into the MP.
This is a way too
I
to
don't know that for a
to
fact.
show that he really does think
Whatever.
John
Can
would be a
we
good
please
leader.
just
He
focus on the
does.
mission, guys?
Not gonna happen.
That's what I was just thinking about.
Yeah.
It's too soon for this.
Yeah, suck it up like the rest of us, John.
What? Am I not allowed to complain?
What?
I love this. This brings us back.
I know.
I miss
Things are
this.
so much simpler.
Exactly.
This is before we even knew that people were Titans.
Yeah.
If we go that way, I doubt we'll get there before dark.
Well, let's go see who is all here in this. I see. Is that Daz?
I know.
Oh my
I was gonna say.
All day too.
I'm surprised Mikasa is literally okay being away from Eren.
I know. This can't be canon.
I know.
You good? See something?
Uh-oh. Her Eren senses.
Thought I did though.
Yeah, Bear
The bear told
she had the
Annie,
traitors?
Rhina. Wow.
Perfect. Looks like we're traveling in the company of lizards now.
It's like literally the lizards going the same pace as them.
I know.
At least
They're also real tasty.
What?
I'm not serious.
See?
My family back at home
Yeah.
cook 'em
Different
up.
voice,
That's
right?
not Sasha.
Ask
Yeah.
me, they taste just like chicken.
It's like the same voice as last week's.
You know how to cook 'em then?
Of course I do. It's easy peasy.
I know that voice though.
Really?
Yeah. I know that voice.
John. John being freaking reckless, of course.
Food on these little outings, so just think of this as part of our training.
No, wait, John. Come back.
If anybody's hunting, it's Sasha. Mm-hmm. Are they gonna hunt down the lizard?
Yeah, shoot, because Jean wants Sasha to cook it.
Oh my god.
Wow, you suck.
Oh, I thought the lizard did that. I was about to say,
lizard's
holy
like-
crap.
Wielding the sword.
It's like a game. Why should I? There's no instructor in sight here.
It's Marco.
For any of this.
Hey, cut it out, guys. You're acting like a couple of kids.
That's pretty rich coming from you, Connie.
Well, he would know.
I know, literally.
This matters, so why should I?
Because if you slow us down, we'll have no choice but to report.
Oh, I miss Marco, man.
Me too.
Norman, okay. All right.
I've got nothing to
Why do I feel like Marco?
I feel so bad that I haven't seen this before because I love Marco.
No, like I
I feel like a fake Marco fan.
have the same glow up as Armin.
Yeah, she was better hearing than the rest of you. You guys are probably so annoying to her.
Let's go.
Oh, okay.
She literally said that lizard's not meat.
I was a really big one too. It would have fed every last one of us.
Uh-oh. Remorse.
And you're sure? Positive. I left it right here.
Who's that? Oh, it's
So
Dad.
Daz.
Trace.
How could your ODM gear disappear like that?
Oh, okay. Plot twist.
No plot.
I don't like that. Literally, Mikasa's right there with...
3 different traders.
Marco sounds like Kaneki. Yeah, Marco is Kaneki.
Far from here, so it seems like we're
Yeah, he is. Same voice actor. That's cool that
crazy.
you heard that.
Yeah, you heard it. That's so rewarding hearing him be like, I know who that is.
Yeah.
the mission briefing.
I'm waiting for you to do that with Sasha's voice.
I know. I need to hear her talk some more.
Could be brigands.
Brigands.
Steal weapons and supplies, then sell them to black market fences.
Daz.
ODM.
Taz is always on the edge of just like shitting himself.
I know.
After us?
Didn't he puke in one of the episodes because of how afraid he was?
I think so.
Count yourself lucky to be alive right now.
So what do we do then? Should we call it quits and head
Thomas, those sideburns are crazy.
We're almost to the
Yeah.
checkpoint.
He's the type of guy where if he would have grown up
Look at
more,
Taz.
oh my gosh, if Thomas would have grown up more, he would have for sure had the freaking like grown
Yeah.
out the beard.
Full on beard.
God, I'm really surprised Mikasa literally is not with Eren.
I know.
I guess that's part of the training though.
Yeah.
These rations
What'd
taste
they
like
get?
actual dirt.
Or rations.
Oh.
Nah, screw lizards. I bet they taste like dirt too.
Didn't you just try to hunt one?
Yeah. Got you there.
What's in the stew though?
At least I'm not pretending I'll be able to hunt titans someday.
It must be a part of the rations.
Right now. Why the hell did you bother joining the Cadet Corps, huh?
I didn't do it out of a psychotic desire to throw my life.
So angry.
My God.
Shut your mouth. That crossed the line.
Oh, here comes Armin.
Okay, no need to write this down. It's just getting talk. Let it go.
That's a typical therapy.
I know.
Thing. Like, wait.
Let me write it
wait,
down.
Hold on. Why are you writing that down?
A titan, huh? Man, you're such a...
Finish that sentence.
Throw him in the fire.
Ew.
They become cannibals.
I'm trying to listen to who.
Whoa.
Sasha.
Did you see that?
I did not.
It looked like a freaking scarecrow.
Suicidal maniac. I know that for a fact.
Suicidal maniac.
Keep this up, you're gonna rip my shirt. Okay,
I need to write that down.
Screw you. And you come back. Screw you.
Whatever.
Where's Ymir?
Krista saw it. I know. Where's Ymir at? That's true. Yeah, this time, Ymir should be there. Because Daz isn't. Because Daz is there. Thomas is there. Mina's there.
Like, fuck Daz. Like, put your mirror in
I
there.
know. Is that Jean? Even the horse is like, what the hell?
I know, literally.
That's not just a squirrel. Why is she alone?
Yeah, everybody else was asleep.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So that's part of the training.
It must be.
People are gonna start getting. Or maybe it's not. No, because remember at the start
No,
of the
it's
episode.
what are they called? Briggers?
Yeah.
Or Brigette? No, Brigette's the name of an Overwatch character.
Move fast.
That's why we saw that at the start of the episode.
Mm-hmm.
Planning to do with it.
It's a valued commodity. We'll sell it for profit. It's not like the Titans can be beat. I see no problem with stealing useless weapons.
That was brave.
Fight back! No, Aaron!
Oh my gosh, Armin! These OADs are making it so hard.
Oh.
Oh. I was gonna say something, but I'm not
Yeah,
gonna say
me
it.
too. Me too. It's not his ear though. It's not his ear.
Don't even think about
These OADs is making it so hard to root for Armin.
I know. He is shaking. It was just a scratch, man. Be lucky you didn't get a bullet put in you.
In last week's episode, Armin was gonna go hunting with Jean, but Armin tripped and he hit his knee on a step, and he like broke both his legs.
Yeah, they really dog on Armin.
Once we deliver these goods, we'll set your friend free. But if you pursue us,
I don't like
we'll
that
see
group
that
of
she
men
pays
to
you.
freaking Krista.
Because remember how the episode started?
Mm-hmm. Damn. Well, you suck, Marco.
Mm-hmm.
This wouldn't have happened if you guys had stepped up and helped me!
I mean,
Well,
literally,
there would be deaths if they all fought back.
or if Aaron would have transformed.
Mm-hmm.
I think we would have gotten killed. They had guns pointed at our heads. You put us all in danger.
True.
Guess we should abort mission. So you're abandoning Krista?
I know. I was gonna
I
say.
know.
It's not like that. Without our
I mean, I guess
help,
go-
here, there's
go
nothing
back
we
with-
can do. Let's run to base for help and then
Yeah. Go back for help.
Too late. You're free to give up on her, but I won't.
This is the same person that went after literally people that stole Mikasa.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll
He was
do
a
it on
kid.
my own. Aaron.
So much anger, so much passion.
See, he likes Mika. I mean, he likes Krista. He's gonna have a baby with her.
Another. Yep. There it
Of
is.
course, Aaron. Do you even have a plan?
That's none of your business.
Of course it's my business. I'm coming with you.
Oh.
I've got your back.
Whoa.
Home in humiliation either.
All right, so
Okay.
now it's okay. I guess we're all in.
All of you.
Okay.
Connie didn't look too excited about that.
Oh, of course not.
How did you get
I
that
know,
far?
They don't have ODM gear.
That's
Yeah.
old. But how do we track these guys?
We've got way too much ground to cover. We could split up, but I know just what to do. Let's climb somewhere high and look from there. When you get lost on
She is a hunter.
hike to the peak. When you get lost in the forest, find a tall tree.
Like Obi-Wan says, get the high ground.
My dad, he knows lots of stuff.
Hey, look there.
Yeah, you know right, Sasha.
She definitely is the same voice of someone in My Hero. I just can't figure out who.
So hurry it up.
Well, we could just rush them. Not when they've got those guns. We can't. We won't stand a chance.
Watch this all just be a training
I think I have
exercise.
an
I
idea.
know it's all fake.
Oh my god.
I want to sell their loot as soon as
Jacob
possible.
says that's not
Let's go,
Sasha.
Armin.
It's the closest city in the region, so I'm more or less sure that's where they're
Jacob says that's not Sasha, that's Susan.
headed. Their route and ambush. We're gonna get ahead of them when we don't
That's
have
Sorsha.
The path they've got to take is real windy, but we can just cut through the woods. Woohoo!
Why did that, like, that's why that would hurt.
No.
Sliding down a mountain of rocks. The hell's she doing?
They have her like
tied
tied
out like
up to the
that?
top.
Splits in two. If they turn right towards Odell there, that's that.
Odell
An
there.
open road. We won't be able to catch them.
What is the name of?
They're here.
All right.
Okay. I really thought he was gonna miss.
Yeah. Didn't have a whole lot of faith. At least there's there's two wagons.
Then what then?
We need to know which wagon has Krista and which has our stolen ODM gear. Any ideas?
I'll listen for the rattle of metal and signal you. I'll tug once if the gear's in the front wagon, and twice if it's in the rear. If it's in both, 3 times.
Damn, okay. They're really like made the preparations to go ahead and try to come up with a legit plan.
I mean, they have definitely numbers now, and they still have Armin's brains
Yeah.
and Marco's leadership.
Which makes it even worse.
I know.
Oh, yep. You heard the gear.
That's the signal. Here goes.
Ooh, that was
Okay.
smooth. Who the heck is that? Is that Pedro Pascal?
What's going on? Come here, you little whelp.
It's Pedro Pascal.
I know.
You like being ambushed for a change, huh? I'll teach you brats a lesson. Oh, wait, no!
Oh my god, you're
Okay.
so lucky they hit a bump.
This is not a training exercise.
Yeah, that's not a training exercise. They're shooting real bullets. Ooh, that guy's got an earring.
No way am I gonna miss twice!
Uh-oh.
Get off me!
Dude, you have your gear, right? Is it just the blades?
It might just be blades. Or unless it's in the other wagon. Their blades might be in the other wagon. But Krista was in this one. Oh no, they're right there.
Yeah. Somehow I'm fine. John, Aaron.
Somehow,
Yeah,
I'm fine.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
I wonder
somehow.
why.
Yeah.
But they still have Krista.
Yeah, and this is before we knew he was a Titan.
Yeah.
Sasha, do you have a flare gun?
Well, yeah.
Why does he sound like a little kid?
Because I need to borrow it.
I need to borrow your flare gun.
Lay off me, damn it! Stop fighting! Do as you're told or else! Go kill her! She'll fetch a good price!
That's not good.
Yeah, I guess that's fair play.
This has to be the same scum that went after Mikasa and her parents.
Reckon our wagon, you and your friend put us deep in a hole. Now you'll just have to make up for it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice. Good aim.
Oh, who was that? Which one? Was it Jean or Aaron?
I know. Who's got good aim? It was Marco.
I know.
It was like Connie.
This is actually really cool.
I know. The animation here is pretty good. For an OAD, they put some time into this.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, they cut the horse loose.
That was badass.
Wow,
I'm not
very
gonna lie.
coordinated. Very good.
Hell yeah.
Jean just did some friendly fire. Or unless it was, for his family. Let the horse go.
I feel like we don't really get to see them do their like ODM gear stuff, so that's cool.
All I hear is Kaneki, Jacob says.
Oh, here we go. This is where we started the episode
Keep your
with.
distance and lower your weapons.
Watch the other team come over and help out.
I know, they got it because they intersect. They should be crossing paths.
Because of the flare, too.
That's why he did the flare. So smart, Armin.
Yeah, Armin saw something. Or someone.
break. We barely escaped the Titans. We settled in a place where every crop we plant dies. I can't believe I ever taught my daughter that if she did right and worked hard, she'd be fine.
Like, we care about your backstory, dude. Yep, it's the other squad. Two badasses
Yep.
right there. Mikasa and
Mikasa and Annie.
Oh.
Why not?
She's like, Aaron, are you okay?
You guys ran into trouble, huh?
Oh, good job, Armin.
This is when Armin had no confidence.
Yeah, he was like, oh, thank you. Thank you. That's sweet.
After that, we arrested the brigands and put them into military police
Brigands.
custody.
That's what they're called.
When all was said and done, the excursion ended without a single casualty. Though our mission ended prematurely, I still had to submit a report to the Commandant. I thought it important to make said report as honest and straightforward as possible. Excuse me, sir. Can I ask you something?
Go ahead.
When our gear was taken,
Okay.
should we have returned to base and requested assistance? Or were we right to bet on ourselves?
Let's see if this one's
I
canon
guess
or
I'm
not.
just
Yeah, get it ready.
chasing the brigands was the
We're gonna go
right
and talk about
choice.
I can't answer that as a soldier. However, when I'm faced with that kind of choice as a person, I try to choose whatever path I think will bring me the most distress. So between retreating and pursuing the brigands, what would you say sounds most distressing to you, Armin Islands?
I like this. This is definitely like character development stuff here.
Totally.
I couldn't come up with an answer.
This definitely gives him respect.
I suspect
This is not confirmed, obviously.
during that excursion were less an interruption of our training and more an intended part of it.
I like the narrator. The Armin
Literally,
sounds more mature.
literally, he said, I couldn't come up with an answer.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Really?
I mean, we've obviously speculated it, but we never got confirmation. Now, if this is canon, and then I'm guessing, okay, it makes obviously all the sense in the world.
Yeah.
Serious?
He's talking about Jean as the leader again.
You'll see it someday. If I do, I'm getting my eyes checked. I wonder, what kind of soldiers will we all be?
Oh,
Mm,
of course they do this with
yeah.
Marco. They know what we're doing.
I wonder if they.
848.
I wonder if Marco has already died by this point in releasing this OAD.
Would fight our first battle.
Ooh.
Damn.
Oh, very good.
That one was good. Okay.
See, I didn't get to see that last one, so far all the OADs to me have been great.
Yeah, this was another one where it's like it's got to be clear that this one is canon, but don't give us a yet. Okay,
Okay.
we got to talk about this episode.
It's funny. It says this is about last episode. It says the second OVA is a just for fun thing, so it's really not canon.
Yeah, definitely just for fun. But this is cool. So we're able to go ahead and get a nice little kind of training exercise where two separate teams go ahead and do this expedition. They eventually will go ahead and cross paths and then rendezvous back over to camp. And this is more so just to go ahead and see based off of leadership and then based off of team and how they're able to go ahead and kind of stay focused, stay attentive and, follow through with the plan. I like that. The two leaders we have, Marco and Thomas Wagner. How do we feel about that? Are those two solid choices?
With Marco and
To have, one leader of a team being Marco and the other being Thomas?
I think that could. I mean, it's good for their character development, but clearly, their character didn't have a whole lot of time to develop any further. 'Cause
Yeah.
they died. But
Now,
I
is
think
there
it
anybody else?
would have been cool with character development, and then have Jean have his time later, because Jean kind of gets catapulted into leading after Marco dies.
Yeah.
So I think having Marco as leader before Jean is a good idea.
Okay.
And other than that, I think the other leader would maybe be Rhina, Mikasa.
Rhina?
Maybe Rhina. But I didn't mind it being Thomas.
So I like the whole team aspect and stuff like that. I liked being able to go ahead and get the familiar faces. Obviously, seeing Marco. Didn't get a whole lot of Mina. And then Thomas too. Like Thomas is another character where it didn't really get a whole lot of the character. Felt like there's potential there and stuff. But okay, so obviously the I forgot what they call these like renegades, something like that. What do they call them again?
The brigands.
The brigands.
Yeah, brigands.
So yeah, brigands are obviously the ones who go out there and they cause the issue that, like, I guess the plan doesn't go according to. I guess the exercise doesn't go according to plan because of them.
Yeah, obviously.
I wonder because they're
First they got
outside.
kidnapped.
They're outside of the walls, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the brigands go out there and
are they outside the walls?
I mean, I can only imagine because when they showed the map, it looked like they were kind of. You didn't see the walls.
That's true.
And
yeah, I guess they
usually
were.
Scouts go on expeditions outside the walls. So, but then again, these are just cadets, so maybe they're not scouts. So I guess it makes sense for them to go ahead and stay inside the walls.
I feel like maybe they were just in a more rural area of inside the walls, maybe because they didn't have anyone with them. I don't think they would send cadets out on an expedition on their own.
Yeah.
And also, it makes sense that the brigands would be there.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they would be there if they were outside the walls.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's what happened.
That makes more sense because obviously we understand that there's certain cadets come from certain upbringings where they're going to be more towards the foresty areas and stuff and all that. We understand Sasha and even just Mikasa and her family. They, were very much in the nature of
more
things.
rural area. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Jacob says, I'm not going to lie, when I originally watched that, when Marco said, I wonder what soldiers we will all be, I cried. Yeah,
I know, and they had the zoom in and everything, it flowing in the air, all the leaves. They set us up for grieving with that one.
I think too that I mean, obviously they knew exactly what they were doing. I agree. I wonder if this was before the events took place or if this was after.
Do you remember what episode? Well, I was gonna say, do you remember what episode he died? But around what episode he died?
No, I don't. But
do you know, Jacob?
It was in season 2, right?
He died in season 2. Yes,
because that was the Annie season.
Yeah, you're right. He died in season 2.
So you could kind of just look at the years because I know that the OADs was over in 2014.
So Ilse's Notebook, season 1. Oh, and then A Sudden Visitor was the one that you and Zach watched last time.
Yeah.
And this one is called Distress.
Yeah.
Okay. This is all before Marco dies.
Okay, so
they were teasing. You could see they were teasing Marco's death and teasing that Aaron's a Titan. Already.
Yeah.
Even in the OADs.
Yeah, that's
which
great writing.
I know. Yeah, and
now,
even the
ready,
next.
you want to tell us too?
1, 2, 3.
For this episode.
The next 2 are also before season 2.
Hey, what's up, Josh?
Hi, Josh.
We just got done watching the third episode of the OAD.
Called Distress. We just finished it.
I understand, it's a Tuesday. It's
Don't worry about
for some of us, but yeah, we're right now we're talking about the episode. I can't remember, Josh. Did you've seen these OADs, right? I'm pretty sure you have.
We just watched the third one.
We just watched the third one. The third one was called Distress, and it was when we had the 2 teams going out on expeditions, one being led by Marco, the other being led by Thomas Wagner, and yeah. Josh says, I've only seen No Regrets. So I'm guessing that's the one that's going to be coming out. Wait, how did they tease Aaron's Titan? So I think they teased Aaron's Titan ability when Aaron had that moment where he got hurt, but he was surprised. He's like, what did he say again? Something along the lines of like, yeah, I'm okay, or whatever and stuff,
yeah,
right?
Like, surprisingly, I'm not hurt, or something like that.
Something like
surprisingly, I'm okay.
Surprisingly, I'm not hurt. So it was more just insinuating that, he didn't get hurt with that wagon crashing and stuff like that, which I guess anybody would have gotten hurt in that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was more just kind of like little subliminal foreshadowing, which we know that Isayama has done plenty of times for us as viewers watching the series. But yeah, so that scene, yeah, definitely. The Marco scene right there. Talking with Aaron, first off, again, doubling down on the moment where he mentions Jean being a good leader and how, they'll see it one day. Mm-hmm. And Aaron say, the moment I see that, I'm going to get my eyes checked. But it does foreshadow John being able to go ahead and essentially lead eventually down the line. Does.
And he's got. I mean, we see him and Aaron kind of go off. So I'm looking at a viewing order, a key for.
Thank you, Josh. Yeah, whenever you stop by live, we always appreciate it, and we always appreciate your insight, Josh.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah, we hope that you're able to join us live more often, of course, but we understand if you are stuck at work.
These three, actually, the first 5 OADs or OVAs take place between season 1 and season 2.
Okay.
So these are between that.
So do you want to go ahead for this episode? Let us know. Is this one canon or not canon?
So I found a good explanation. I'm just going to read it up until where we're at now.
Okay.
Despite the OVAs being listed, blah, 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 until a specified space, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Jacob is saying canon.
All of the OVAs, excluding Ilse's notebook, were not written by Hajime Isayama. So the only one that was written by Isayama is Ilse's notebook.
It was the first one.
Which is the first one we watched.
Okay.
Ilse's notebook is important to the main plot. No Regrets is the only... Did we watch No Regrets? No, we haven't watched those yet. Okay, hold on.
Josh is saying these episodes are sprinkled in between the 6-year gap between season 1 and season 2.
Totally. That's, yeah.
Hey,
okay, here
what's
we go.
up, Bobby? Did y'all get far? We just finished the 3rd episode, Bobby. So yeah, we literally actually just finished this. Right now we're just kind of talking about it. Lexi is going to tell us whether this episode is canon or not. It seems like the first episode you said is actually the only one written by...
That's the only one written by Isayama himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, A Sudden Visitor, which is the last one you and Zach watched.
Yeah.
A Sudden Visitor is an episode based on a joke manga, a joke that the manga previews that's written by Isayama. So it's inspired by Isayama's joke.
Okay.
So that one's
Bobby,
not
the one we
canon.
just watched was called Distress.
And-
that was episode 3.
Yeah. And Distress, which we just watched, is an anime original story.
Oh, so it's not.
So it's not
Damn
canon.
it! It was what it like. This one makes sense for it to be canon. So Bobby, I don't know if also you're familiar too with. I think you watched the OADs, but just to kind of give a brief summary again. So we have the cadets, right? They're back in their training. These are obviously before Aaron even is aware that he's a Titan, before everything, right? And we have 2 teams. First team being led by Marco, and that team consists of, and you can help me, Lex, but this team consists of the right hand, who is going to be jotting down and taking notes throughout this entire expedition, is Armin. You have Aaron, Jean, Connie, Sasha, Krista. Am I
And
missing
Mina.
anybody else? And Mina, yeah. Mina is one that it's kind of difficult to remember because she didn't really have any speaking lines at all.
Yeah, she literally said like one thing
Yeah.
around the campfire, and that was it.
So that would be the team led by Marco, and then the second team we have is a team led by Thomas Wagner. And can you do me a favor, Lex? Can you go ahead and just turn the light again?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's getting dark again.
Perfect, thank you.
Cool, guys, we're back.
So the second team is led by Thomas Wagner, and the right hand person jotting down the notes would be Mikasa. And this team consists of the traders, Annie, Ryan, and Bertold. We have Daz.
Yeah, Daz is also there.
And we have
Oh God, who are we forgetting?
Hmm.
Daz. Are we forgetting anybody?
I don't know.
Mikasa, Thomas, Rhina, Bertold, Sasha. I don't think we are. I mean, not Sasha. Rhina, Bertold, Annie,
Yeah. Maybe not.
Daz. I don't think we're forgetting
Well, I
anyone
guess
with that
kinda
team.
besides
That one girl.
that one girl.
Well, Mina's in the first one.
Yeah, Mina's the first group anyway, so that's essentially the teams, right?
Yeah.
So they are sent in opposite directions over in this map across kind of like these open plains through the forest and stuff like that. And again, we talked about how they're not outside the walls because they're still training cadets, but they are over in more kind of rural nature type places outside of whatever districts and villages are nearby. So essentially this is a training to simulate leadership and teamwork and seeing how they all fare,
How well they can
in
do
these
with
journeys outside of the walls.
I also want to add that it's also added that although it is anime original, however, the third OVA doesn't really impact the story or change anything all that much. So majority of the population considers it to be canon.
Yeah, it makes sense because
technically it is anime original. I mean, yeah, anime original. So I guess what that means is that it's not canon to the manga, but it could be canon to the anime.
Okay.
Because I guess there's considered, through my research, I guess it's considered that there's two different canons, a manga canon and a anime canon. And we are concerned with the anime canon because that's what we review here. We review the anime. So anime-wise, this is canon. Manga-wise, it's not.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah, and again, we were able to go ahead and see some nice elements for characters that really show their kind of initial stages in the anime before they're able to go ahead and have that character development and stuff. You know, we constantly see the bickering between Eren and John over in Marco's team, and even Marco's trying to go ahead and deal with being a leader and having to go ahead and kind of cope with that. And then we see Armin's really his introverted shyness and his lack of confidence that he has for himself, and even just with coming up with plans and stuff and all that. Connie himself is really not taking a whole lot of stuff serious. He's kind of
just
in the
there.
background, literally just like you tell he's not enjoying this mission. And then
Yeah, keep talking. I'm gonna find that voice actress.
Okay, and then Jean also is being very difficult to work with. Jean is kind of like, like Marco's trying to decide what's the best plan of action, and they think that they should go ahead and kind of take the slow and steady approach. And then Jean's kind of like John's kind of getting frustrated as is Eren. And then meanwhile, over on the other team, you have Thomas Wagner. He has Mikasa, a very strong right-hand person, jotting down all the notes and stuff like that, essentially making these really, making decisions for him. And then obviously Raina, who is another strong soldier who leads well, and he has Bertold that kind of follows along. Yeah, so we don't really see a whole lot from that team because that team, I guess, is doing the right thing. They don't really come across any issues, but Marco's team, they do. They come across a group of essentially I guess Ravagers. I already forgot the name of them again, but
Ravagers. They're brigands.
Brigands. So essentially, they're a group of Ravagers. They go ahead and they're after selling things for money. Essentially, they go ahead and they come across Marco's team in the middle of the night. Krista is still awake. They go ahead and they kidnap her, and they steal the ODM gear. And Marco's team decide what's the plan of action. How do they go about this? Do they go ahead and save Krista? Marco suggests maybe cutting our losses for this moment. Go back over to camp to rendezvous. Go ahead and get the materials, get the help, and then go after Krista. Eren thinks that's the wrong thing to do. We understand Eren is he's plan of action, and that action is to attack and not wait. We understand that Eren is a type where he's going to go ahead and go try to get her and save her no matter what. Lex even joked, was like, oh, so he cares about Krista. Great.
And I was like, oh, cool. So he does care about her. Yeah. Just adding to our delusion.
Exactly. But
he's risking his life for her.
Actually, surprisingly, he's not alone. John goes and he approaches Eren, and Eren thinks that John's gonna try to stop him, but no, John tells him like shut up, like I'm going with you. And Eren's
basically
like
stop arguing, bro.
He goes, you're not going alone. I'm going with you. And it was a cool little moment of they can coexist.
Yeah,
they
even Eren was like, huh?
Yeah.
You're not arguing with me?
And then we're able to go ahead and see moments where Marco is being a good leader. Armin is actually being very strategic with his plans. And the others are being great, just, team players in whatever their role is. And they end up stopping these wagons. They're able to get their gear again. And they're able to go ahead and save save Krista. With
Mikasa wouldn't have needed saving.
No. With the help, of course. And this is something that Armin understood, and he knew, and he asked Sasha for a flare, sent out the signal flare, and by the time they were able to go ahead and stopped these Ravagers from taking Krista, well, that'd be Thomas's team. They showed up and they helped. Mika's son Annie had a very badass moment where they went ahead and they freaking disarmed the Ravagers. I now thinking about it, there was an absolute badass ODM scene with John and Aaron.
You would think that maybe they wouldn't put so much into these animations because
it was great.
Because it's an OVA. Sorry, Mike. Sorry. But because of that.
Yeah.
But no, they really did put in the work. It had just as much, just the same amount of quality, except Sasha's voice was different.
Yeah.
But same amount of quality. But I gotta say, if we would have watched that before going on to season 2, and we would have seen that Marco, I wonder what we're all gonna be, how we're all gonna be in the future, I would have been like, he's dying. He's dying. Yeah, it would have kind of hinted at it a lot more. But I'm glad that we didn't watch it before.
Yeah.
Before he died, so that it was more of a surprise, I guess.
Interesting. Okay. Jacob said, can't wait for these next 2 weeks. Real quick, Jacob says in chat, nothing really to do with AOT, but I was thinking about what you said. And one person I'm close to besides you three is SB, my bestie, and my other friends, Eddie and Bobby and Marco. But yeah, I've met a lot of cool people through this. So thank you.
Oh, thank you. Well, we've met some really, obviously all of you are super cool.
Yeah.
It makes me so happy that you guys talk to each other too. That's real cool. I hope SB's doing good.
Yeah.
Miss
definitely.
her.
We always wish the best for you guys. And
yeah, Bobby, Eddie, you guys are
well.
cool.
And we also
obviously.
hope that you guys all join us live because we really do enjoy chatting with you guys. And
yeah, totally.
It's special. I know we've talked about trying to get the podcast to grow, but with that comes, just.
We really just want our friends that are already with us to just be here with us.
I don't want us to go ahead and grow to a point where we're not able to go ahead and have these really sincere and
yeah, I want to be able to
stuff with you guys,
to delve into how you guys have been,
Yeah.
And have conversations with you guys.
And what you mentioned, Jacob, about how amazing it is to have met such cool people through the podcast. Well, the podcast wouldn't be a podcast without an amazing anime series in Attack on Titan.
Yeah, thank you, Isayama.
And the community that has been formed and created from this cool idea that we came up with, again, it's special. It's something that I'm very grateful and appreciative, and I feel very lucky to have in my life. We've mentioned it already so many times in the podcast, but you guys are the heart and driving force behind the podcast, because there's no podcast without you guys. This is not something that we would be doing without you guys. Our lives are busy at times.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's difficult to try to plan an episode through the week that we have, and
of course you guys are busy too.
Exactly.
Of course. It goes both ways.
These have been nice to be able to just sit down and just watch the episode and stuff like that. Because normally, we go ahead and we take the time to try to break down the episodes, come up with the, dialogue script and everything and stuff. And again, it could be difficult in certain weeks, but you guys really are the motivation. And obviously, we want to have a good product. We want to be able to go ahead and be very thorough with our breakdown and analysis whenever we talk about, a certain portion, a certain part of an episode. With us, there's no we don't want to half-ass this, because you guys deserve more than just an Attack on Titan podcast just gonna half-ass breakdown.
The story itself deserves so much.
Exactly. But if you guys weren't alongside us in this journey, shit, I mean, honestly, we wouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, you guys are really great.
And again, we understand that, like, we all have busy lives. You know, Josh was able to join us, but he mentioned that, you know, he was at work, and I understand that you guys, you know, have work and stuff, and we stream on weekdays. I mean, weeknights. I mean, it's late for some of you guys, and and we just are so glad and so happy and so grateful whenever we have you all live. And that first episode that we did, I mean, we had some of you all joining live with us.
Yeah, that was so much fun.
So much fun.
Little watch party.
So I want to ask you all again just to, you know, join this with us, because you guys make the experience fun. And again, we understand that you all, you know, are busy with your weeks, and we understand if you guys aren't able to join us live. But if you guys can join us live as we do these 8 OAD episodes, these live watch party series, I really encourage you guys to go ahead and join us live, because, you know, this thing that we're doing here is essentially these OADs that we're watching for the first time is only for these 2 months, and then we're going back into something that we have really all seen before.
Yeah.
So I encourage you all to go ahead and join us in this experience of just seeing me, Lex, and Zach watching something for the first time, and then being able to go ahead and just talk about it together, because that was also a really fun aspect of the first week that we did it, where we watched it and then we all were able to go ahead and just talk about it together. And yeah, the episode was really fun. So
sorry, I've been doing some detective work on the voice actress, trying to figure it out. I'm gonna
real quick, Jacob says, yeah, for sure. One reason I really enjoy anime is because I get to meet people, and I'm so glad I found you through TikTok. That's one great thing about social media. Yeah, social media definitely has its moments where there are good things. And I'm very glad that you were able to go ahead and find us.
Where in the heck?
Any luck?
I'm trying to see if it tells me specifically who it is at the end, but it does not in the credits, because obviously it's all Japanese. However, so someone made, and I didn't even know this, I'm sure you didn't either. So, involving dub, supposedly Attack on Titan with Sasha was always voiced by Ashley Birch.
Okay.
However, in the final season, it changed to Megan Shipman. And yeah, changed.
That was the final season. I think I did hear about that because the voice actor had retired.
Something about
And so-
going full union, something like that. However, that character...
What about the OADs?
So for OADs, I was trying to look up, see what names would be familiar to me. And, oh God, hold on. Not Ashley Birch.
Jacob goes, but she died anyway in season 4.
Yeah, so like, even though it was a new voice actress, yeah. However...
It was so cool that Jacob was able to go ahead and hear Kaneki's voice in Marco's voice.
I know. However, Megan Shipman also voices a character in My Hero Academia, which I was thinking.
That wasn't this voice.
Well, I think it is.
Then why does she sound so different?
Do you know who that is?
Who was that? Oh my God. It's the little girl,
It's
right?
La Brava.
Yeah. From, Gentle Criminal. Okay.
People actually like La Brava.
Jacob goes, not La Brava.
I know. Not La Brava.
Wow. All right.
So that might be what it is. I don't know what it is for the dubs though.
Interesting.
Sasha.
Did you already search up Sasha OAD voice?
I did, and all that came out was, people saying that the voice actors changed.
Yeah.
Attack on Titan. What's it called? Distress?
Distress.
Sasha voice.
I agree, Jacob. Wasn't a fan of the Gentle Criminal arc.
Yeah, it definitely was not. Yeah.
Right.
It just
I'm going to go
keeps
ahead and get the
saying-
music on again.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, Megan Shipman. That's who voiced her in the English cast for Distress.
Okay. Oh.
So it was still everyone. Who's Jean's voice actor?
John's voice actor is Amon from Tokyo Ghoul. Did you know that, Jacob?
I didn't know that. I'm on.
Yeah, you did.
But I didn't remember.
We talked about that before.
Then I didn't remember it. Yeah, Trina Nishimura's Mikasa, yeah. Brigand. Because it says,
Mike McFarlane?
Yeah, Mike McFarland is John's voice actor.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh,
it says
my
here
God.
it was Megan Shipman, and her voice just sounded so much like La Brava in those episodes.
Interesting.
But yeah. Anyway, answer solved. I recognized her. I thought I heard her voice before, and it was La Brava, unfortunately.
Awesome. Jacob says, I know I didn't. Yeah, that would be Amon, who is one of my favorite characters over in Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah, he was cool.
Tell Jacob that am I blanking on her name? Toka, right? Who Toka's voice actor voices in My Hero.
Oh my gosh. Do you know that, Jacob? Do you know who Toka's English voice actor is in English dub in My Hero? Can you make a guess?
No, I think you do. I want to say we talked about it. No, Jiro is Mikasa's voice actor.
Yeah, Jiro's English is actually Mikasa's English dub.
Yeah.
However, this person you would say Jiro hates, actually.
Yeah.
Jiro does not like this person. This character.
Yep.
This thing in My Hero. Toka, the badass Toka, her English voice actor, yep, is the same English voice actor as Mineta.
Does Mineta. Toka is Mineta.
Funny.
How crazy is that?
Well, the talent is just so wide that she could go from Mineta
To go from
Toka?
Mineta to Toka. 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 What does that character say? Like
Teach.
say my name.
I know. Teach, what about my name? I don't care.
I know. What is she say? She's like I know it's not this line, but essentially it's kind of like stay away from my mad bitch or something like that.
Yeah,
or whatever.
something like that.
And that's where you're like, what? You're a girl?
I know. You're a girl?
You're a girl? All right. But yeah, this was a fun episode, and I'm gonna go ahead and say this is anime canon.
Yeah, we're going to say that this is canon.
Because you know who
It
my
is
favorite
anime
Tokyo
canon.
Ghoul character is?
Hi, say.
It's Jason. Duh. No, so Jacob always has very different characters that he likes.
It's going to be like,
Bless you.
oh, bless me. It's going to be like Toka's brother or something.
Tell us, who is it?
Who is it?
Who's your favorite Tokyo Ghoul character?
Because he's pretty cool.
It's gonna be the guy with the freaking sharp teeth. You're like, ugh.
I know. Yeah. In the final season. He was cool. I liked him.
Yeah, he was.
I was actually really sad when Never mind. I don't know if anyone's seen it or not.
Let's just say he also thinks about what kind of
investigator he'll be.
Yeah. Jacob's keeping us on the edge of our seat
We're
here.
making our guesses. Come on now, man.
Yeah, Jacob.
Ayato
Kaneki, duh. Literally.
I lie all of the Quink squads.
It's Kaneki.
Too, especially Heise. Yeah.
I like how we're like, can you guess who my favorite Tokyo Ghoul character is? Literally in his name, Heise.
I know. That's what I said. I was like, it's Heise.
Yeah.
But Ayato, is that?
Which is Ayato? I don't know.
Is that Toka's brother? Because he was pretty badass.
I like all of the
Quink squad. Yeah. Heise is better than Kaneki. Oh yeah, that is. Okay, I was right. So I guess perfect is pretty much what I'm understanding here. Is what I'm smart.
Yeah. You know your Tokyo Ghoul.
I do. Ayato and Heise. See, I know you so well, Jacob.
I thought so. Jacob, if I would have really thought about it, and Jacob say he would have given us like until next week to go ahead and for us to find out, I would have thought about it and think that he was the investigator that turned into that very bloodthirsty type of like crazy ghoul.
Suzu.
Not the little kid, but the one who
Not the kid?
No.
Oh, then I don't know what you're talking about.
No, it's the one where shit.
Oh, Juzo, but it's not Juzo who they're just talking about.
It's the other one who like he's very deranged and he's very kind of like he's not a kid, but he's kind of like this very bloodthirsty freaking ghoul. I gotta look up Tokyo Ghoul characters. Yeah, when we see him in season 1, he's this very kind of like timid, like loser of a character. But then when we see come on. Gotta find you. Do. I will find you. This is not freaking Juzo.
Oh, Gary.
He's a different ghoul.
I don't know, man. I think you're going a little.
This guy.
Schizo. Oh, yeah. He's cool. I do like him a lot. He's
Fuck it, we're gonna go through this list.
No, we're gonna do it.
This says top 10 strongest characters in Tokyo Ghoul.
This guy.
Yeah.
Is his name here?
Number 10 is him.
What's his name?
However you pronounce that. Sidu or
Yeah, Saito Takizawa. Yeah, Takizawa. That's who that is.
Takizawa.
Yeah,
Number
he
10.
was cool.
Here, this is a list for you. You know the names.
Okay. All right, number 10. Saito Takizawa.
Hold on. Before we do this. Oh,
I see what you. I'm picking up what you're putting down there, sir. I'm peanut butter and you're jelly.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go for it.
Very good. Oh god. Anyways. 10 strongest characters in Tokyo Ghoul.
Yes.
Number 10. Kaido
Welcome to
Takizawa.
Attack the Ghoul.
I know. Welcome to Tokyo Talk.
Yeah.
Number 9 is Juzo Suzuya.
Yep. That's who I was
Number
thinking
9.
would be a character that Jacob would like.
Ooh, number 8. is Nishiki Nishio. That's the younger guy who with the glasses.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Pretty
Do me a favor,
powerful
Go ahead
guy.
and turn it down just a little bit. I turned it up too much. That's good.
He's pretty powerful. Number 7. Number 7 is Toka.
Ooh.
And
Toka.
her last name is Kirishima.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Maybe she's related.
Definitely related. It has to be.
And number 6, Renji Yomo. He was a veteran ghoul who acts as Kaneki's mentor and ally
I see what it looks like.
as a member of the pacifist group
Can't say that I remember.
and Teiko group. He helps with assassination missions, taking down targets before they even notice he's there. All right, number 5 is Cookie Uri. It's the one in he's in the last season. He's the one that's a lot more black hair, a lot sharper, and a lot more he was kind of on Heise. He was like, something's wrong with him because he was battling Kaneki.
Yep.
He started off as a cold, arrogant investigator, but he became a determined and capable leader, part of the Quink Squad. Your favorite, Heise. He evolved into one of the CCG's most skillful soldiers. Number 4 is the mysterious leader of the Washu clan overseeing the CCG, Yoshio Washu. I don't remember him at all. But he's a powerful ghoul known as Dragon, who possesses multiple Kagunes, and he hides in plain sight. Hold on. So that was number 4. Next. Now we're in the top 3.
Top 3.
Number 3, and I am not surprised this is up here. So this is technically 2 people. Ito Yoshimura / Sen Takatsuki. Pretty much the one-eyed owl.
Oh, okay.
The big one-eyed owl dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, not surprised. She possessed 2 Kakugen and has a ghoul's Rinkaku Kagune. And a monstrous owl like Kakuja. Ito is highly skilled in hand-to-hand combat and easily wields her massive Kagune. Yes, we saw that. The one-eyed owl was crazy.
So now we're in top 2?
Yep, top 2.
Let me change the music again.
Yeah, Ito is bad. No, she was definitely pretty. Nishio is cool, especially when Kaneki and Hide walk in on him and his girlfriend.
I think this is what I'm looking at. Yeah.
Okay, so that was number 3. Interesting how that's not... okay. Number 2. Is Kishio Arima. So known as the unbeatable CCG Reaper. Hold on, it reloaded. I'll get back. You know when those websites do that. Get out of here, bro. Arima maintains a calm, almost bored demeanor in battle as he swiftly analyzes his opponent's weaknesses and disables them before they react. He's introduced as Kaneki's rival, trouncing him despite Kaneki's newfound powers. However, it's revealed that Arima has secretly been helping Kaneki all along. Yeah, he's one of the investigators, the one with the glasses and white hair.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, there's this big fight between them when Kaneki almost turns into the owl.
He's dead.
Basically. And number 1 just as predicted by Jacob, is Ken Kaneki.
Kaneki.
As the main protagonist in Tokyo Ghoul, he naturally gains incredible power throughout the series. After becoming half ghoul, he's trained by Yomo and Toka at the Antego Cafe. Kaneki quickly masters his Kagune and becomes a fierce fighter to protect himself and others. Yeah, after being tortured, Kaneki's hair turns white and he finally accepts his ghoul side. He defeats Yamori and earns the alias Eye Patch in this form. Later, as Heisei Sasaki, he becomes a skilled CCG investigator thanks to the Quink Squad training. Ultimately, Kaneki is strong-willed and can withstand immense pain, making him one of the most powerful characters in the Tokyo Ghoul universe. Very impressive. Very impressive.
Very impressive indeed. Great stuff there.
Yeah, I remember that, Jacob. I remember that fight. But then Kaneki somehow had like a third eye. He like turned into like one-eyed owl. But yeah, we did a little Tokyo Ghoul. Can't wait to see how the AI decides to make this chapter titled like Tokyo Ghoul Top 10.
Tokyo Ghoul Top 10 Strongest Characters. Easy. All right, guys. Well, it's been fun. We watched another fun episode. This one, again, in my eyes, anime canon. Makes sense. For anybody that has not seen it, go ahead and watch it. Unfortunately, you'll not be watching it with us.
Me too, Heisei. He's one of my favorites. I love Uta.
You guys can go ahead and watch with us. Join us live on Tuesdays. Apparently, we're in for the next 2 episodes, which are going to be really good. At least Jacob has been hyping episode 4 and episode 5.
Yeah.
Next week, we'll be watching episode 4. And again, guys, please, if you guys can, go ahead and watch it live with us. It's a lot of fun whenever we're able to go ahead and, do this whole live watch party series live with you guys. Again, so thankful for you guys. You guys are awesome. I love you guys so much. Follow us over on Instagram at Attack Talk Podcast for all of your updates. We'll see if we can come up with anything. Bat, we never got fired up. You're right.
I have a sore throat and Zach is not here.
Lexi's going to do her best to go ahead.
I'm not.
And
I have work tomorrow morning.
I guess I could do it if you want.
Yeah, we got to get him on the soundboard.
You got to get on the soundboard. Yeah. But in the meantime,
next 2 Tuesdays are in for a treat. Thank you.
We'll go ahead and we'll save the fired up for Zach when Zach returns next week. And Zach's going to return for a good episode.
I'd like to keep you guys wanting more.
Jacob says, goated next 2 Tuesdays. You in for a treat. I love it. And hopefully next week we are back at full strength and have us all back here together.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, guys, go ahead and follow us on Instagram. Look at the link tree over in the bio for all the platforms we're available on. Again, working on YouTube Live. Did a little test run on it yesterday. I'm sure you guys can see it over on YouTube. I thought about wearing the Deadpool mask and just doing a little test run. And for anybody that's so confused, you'll just see Deadpool.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I'm like, what is going on?
On the monitor. But anyway, so still working on that. But yeah, so you guys can go ahead and watch us over on the other platforms. You'll be able to watch this episode on YouTube when it gets published, unlike last week's episode where it got blocked. But yeah, and also in the link, there's the link tree, there's a link that'll take you to an online store called Fandomion. You know, go and check it out if you're looking for some anime merch, any other merch, anything merch related. Marvel related, whatever it is. Jacob says in chat, as he does every single week, that is code LEX. Use that promo code for 10% off of your guys' purchase order. And yeah, you guys are incredible. We appreciate your support, and I hope to see you all live with us next Tuesday. This is AJ signing off, saying enjoy the rest of your week. I love you. Be safe. Spread that love and positivity. We hate hate. We love love. I love you. Bye, guys. Go ahead, Lex.
Bye, guys. Be safe this week. I'll see you next week, and we'll see if I have a voice.